What's going on, everybody? This is Greg from the Greg of All Trades YouTube channel. Just wanted to say thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciate all the comments and likes. If you could leave those down below. Today we're gonna be talking about Destiny 2. And this is pretty much my thoughts about the season of Worthy or whatever the hell or Trials, whatever. Um, this season is. It's not really a good season. A lot of bounty grinding, a lot of annoying little tidbits about this season that I'm not really too happy with in terms of Destiny. I do love Destiny. I do have a couple of videos on the channel with some of the gameplay. Um, I really did have high hopes for this year of Destiny with granted everything being shown in terms of Eris coming back, this happening, that happening. There's a lot going on that I was really excited about um, in terms of just the game and where we were going to go in this year of Destiny. However, um, it hasn't been really good. This season is probably the worst season I can say. If I was to overall give this a grade, I'd probably give it a D minus to an F. I'll say D minus, just because based on every other season, this is the least amount of content. Yes, I know there's been unprecedented events happening within this season that may have affected it. However, this is planned content in terms of bugs and everything that happens. But in terms of what we actually got, this is stuff that they had in the planning stages ahead of time. Incoming transmission. One of the things that I didn't really like was the fact that with this season, there's a lot of grinding for bounties, very repetitive activities like the Empyrean Foundation, which we basically had with the Zero of Towers. Destiny has a problem with doing the same kind of core events that they've done in previous seasons and not really differentiating from the other seasons. Everything has that do a bunch of bounties, collect a whole bunch of this, turn this in to get this, blah 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 blah. Stuff like that. It just when it's first incorporated, yeah, it's fun, it's fine. You can have enjoyable content that way, but when you do it repetitively, season after season, where you're going here, do these bounties, collect this item, this event happens, you collect these items, turn this in, and then eventually this happens. You know, I get that they're trying to make an evolving world, but there has to be more content that we're seeing, not just with week to week, but actually like in game as the world is changing and evolving and becoming differently. There's other things that you can do and you can create, or you can do different ways of incorporating these events into the game to where we feel that we're seeing something change and seeing something new happen. I mean, honestly, at that time, I don't really feel Destiny does a very good way of actually. Oh wow, they just kind of that guy got obliterated. Um, I don't feel that Destiny at this time does a very good job of making that known. I feel that you have to look more into the lore to kind of understand what's happening and what's going on within the world of Destiny. Now, there were a couple of things that we got back: Trials of Osiris, the Trials armor, Trials weapons. Not, I'm not a huge PvP person in this game. I really feel that PvP is something that's going to be a continued process. If you're a PvPer, you probably enjoyed this season. I'm not particularly a fan of PvP in Destiny, which is kind of sad because I loved it in D1. I really thought it was fun. D2 just never quite felt the same with the PvP in a sense. Oh wow, come on, guy, really? I'm doing a video here. Really? Little side note, but it's just season just really hasn't lived up to the story potential I was looking for. Content wise, it was very bare. They have addressed it and said they're going to be doing new things, which I think is great. Um, but it's I'm at an impasse. I'm at a point where I love Destiny, but I just can't keep condoning and moving forward. I'm not gonna say I quit the game as of yet. I will be continuing to play, and I'll be here in the fall for the fall expansion, because that looks like it's gonna be pretty dope. However, I don't know if I can actually convince myself to be all in for year four with the way that year three has gone in the interim. It's something that I have to take season by season to see whether or not I want to move forward. Um, and that's just kind of how I'm feeling with um, Destiny. Destiny in a whole. I feel like with the game, I have to take it season by season. If there's good seasons, I'll play. If there are bad seasons, I won't. I'll take a break. I'll take a break, and I'll just play for the bare minimums of the free stuff I can get. But all in all, I mean, the game, they have plans to improve it. Hopefully, they do improve upon the issues. There's better plans for content. There's more content. Um, and I just hope that in the future that Destiny can improve upon the errors that they've made in year three, being independent. They seem to be going the right way in terms of the story, which is great. I'm excited for that. But in terms of the actual content to give me, I just need something more substantial before I can say, yeah, I'll be here full time next year. I don't know if I can condone it based on what I've seen so far. Um, if you guys have any questions or comments about Destiny's season of Worthy, if you like it, if you thought it could be better, or what you felt was different about it, leave your comments in the section below, and tell me what you think. I'd love to hear your thoughts about it, or whether you completely disagree with me. If you feel like I'm an idiot, fair enough, completely understandable. I'd love to see the discussion and see what you guys got to say below about the season of Unworthy. Um, Thank you very much. I'll be back again with another Destiny video. Kind of going over some of the weapons I like, or maybe a couple of other things. But stay tuned for that. Thank you very much, and I really appreciate you watching. Take care.